We're going to do what we just did for Fireball, where we record all 8 attacks, but we're going to go ahead and do it for Super Bowlers, and of course it's recall Super Bowlers. So once again, you can find the army link in the description. Here's what I have on my heroes in terms of their pets and equipments, and let's just go ahead and get into some attacks. I'll just explain what it is that I'm doing, and hopefully that does help you guys a little bit more. So yeah, let's just get into some attacks. Okay, for bases like these, usually like these 9 compartment bases, usually all I do is I just go ahead and do a recall queen charge straight into one of these X-bows. I can usually even grab the enemy queen or enemy royal champion on the other side, and yeah, just grabbing the X-bow out, it does something a little interesting for me. Like I'll be able to even go ahead and make way for a flame flinger to come in, so that's just obviously very convenient. The only thing I'm going to do over here is kind of like check if there's like more Teslas, because I saw one of them like pop up and I need to be careful because of the single inferno also just existing. So yeah, that definitely something I need to be a little careful about, so I will just use this freeze over here. Better safe than sorry. And yeah, after this ricochet cannon also goes down, I don't really need to do this, but like why not? It's like free value anyway. And yeah, the queen is going to be able to use her angry jelly to be able to like search for Teslas a little bit deeper, so that also helps. The only reason was I was waiting for the angry jelly to kind of detach from the queen. That's literally the only reason I waited for that long. So now I'm just going to give a moment to this Yeti so that he can also create the funnel, so that my king can kind of walk in over here. So let's just see that also happen. I'll drop in the queen back over here. I know I'm taking my time with this. I'll probably time fill by the end of this. But yeah, just very interesting small details. Like now look at this funnel that we formed, right? And look at how I'm also going to be using my jump over here. So what this does is my bowlers can go towards the town hall, and my king can go towards the scattershot compartment. And just look at this. Like it's such a beautiful split. So like I can't ask for anything more than this, honestly, at this point. Like these guys have such a very clean funnel. People can split around however they possibly want to. It doesn't matter too much to me, and I can just pop my warden ability as late as that. And you can already see this base is going to get demolished. It's just a matter of how fast we can do it. So I will give a very aggressive rage to my own queen over there. And yeah, like these guys should be able to handle this right flank over here, no problems at all. And yeah, we should be able to handle that monolith without burning the queen's ability. Hopefully I can save it for just a bit later. I will start cleaning up behind these guys. I'm probably gonna lose my queen's throw ability because she doesn't have a unicorn, but I am also completely fine with that. Like it's completely demolished at this point. It's just a matter of cleanup. And yeah, I think I'll save my hog puppet until just a little bit later, just so that I can use all my haste foil as well at the right time. So you can see like this is just demolished. I am wasting time just talking to you guys as slowly as I possibly can. And I think the most important part of what makes these attacks work so beautifully is this jump spell allocation. Like your king and your bowlers can split however they want, and the new hero abilities are just so powerful. Usually what happens is the king like ends up staying in his own compartment over here, and the bowlers split towards the town hall. So it's like a jump that is meant for like 2 purposes at the same time. So it's like insane value from the spell. It's how the pros use their root rider attacks as well, where they give the access for your king to just go through like that. So can't ask for anything more than that. Easy 3-star. It's also worth it to burn your queen ability if required during the recall phase. Just something to consider in mind. And you can see 2 rages are enough for us. We have the heal tome to make sure that we can stay healed up, even though our healers don't always stay raged up. So small things just work beautifully for us, and that's a 3-star. We'll move on to the next one. Alright, we've got another box style base. Let me just think a little bit before I tell you guys what I'm thinking of doing on this one. Okay, we can probably go ahead and repeat the same thing, and once again we'll try to use the principle of sharing a jump spell. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to be executing it just yet, but I will start from the royal champion side so that my flame flinger can get a little bit more comfortable before being forced to like pop open. And I will need to remember to somehow tank this mortar as well. Just small things. you know. So hopefully we can get this one down. I think I should recall my queen. There's no point in... Okay, she popped her ability. That's a little unfortunate. Either way, the X-bow is out of the way. I can go ahead and just start this, and hopefully we can get the show on the road. So what I'll do is, like, I'll just start the ice golem early, just because uh, like, these guys are going to be taking a bit of damage off the bat. The queen still has the angry jelly activated, but we still also have the what do you call it? I'm not able to think at all. We still have the defenses in this compartment, so I don't have to worry about things too much. Now hopefully the king... Okay, the king is not going to come back, so I'm not going to think of dedicating the jump for him. For this one, I'm just going to have my jump spell give access onto the other side of the base like this. So hopefully these guys can easily go in. Yeah, I forgot to tank for my flame finger over there, but we'll just have to work with it. I'm just going to pay attention to the health on my warden, on my super bowlers, before I consider popping my warden ability over here. And like, this is just beautiful. Like, one rage spell and these guys are absolutely crushing this entire core. It's looking really good. So yeah, I just go ahead and freeze this ricochet cannon for obvious reasons. My queen doesn't have a unicorn anymore, so I gotta be careful over there. Yeah, I think I can go ahead and do the same thing on this side now. Hopefully that rage with those bowlers beating on that wall should get me past the second ricochet cannon on the right side of the base. And there's not really much left. I still have a royal champion. I'm probably wasting my skeleton spell value over here. I should have deployed her earlier, but now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for my super bowlers to kind of round around this base so that I get some tanking to go into the monolith before deploying my royal champion from the top. And once that starts happening, all I'm going to do is deploy the royal champion on the top. And yeah, as these guys are kind of absorbing the damage from me, I'm just going to also deploy whatever cleanup troops I have from behind. And yeah, you can see, like, this is also just crushed. So I didn't... two mistakes I made. I did not tank the mortar over here, and I could not funnel the king to possibly share a jump spell over here with the super bowlers. But it all worked out fine, honestly. Like, I probably didn't even need my royal champion on this one. She's still half health. The super bowlers had enough in them to just get this one done super easy peasy. Another easy 3-star. I'm telling you guys, this attack is very simple. We even almost lost our queen at the beginning, but doesn't even matter. It's just a simple attack. So yeah, we'll just move on to more attacks for you guys. Once again, just gotta think a little. Alright, I have an interesting plan for this one. Once again, I'm gonna target that ground X-bow, at least try to go for it. That opens up a flame flinger to go for this entire area, and let's just try to angle our queen correctly. That's the only dangerous part about this plan. If I can get that down, then we are all good to go. Hopefully the enemy queen latches on to my queen. I will need to burn a rage. Definitely, because now I'll be under fire from like multiple sources. So I just need to make sure that I get rid of that archer tower up top. I might as well also start this wizard from the bottom of the base. I can probably even push for the enemy queen, enemy king over here. Yeah, so that's great. I managed to also pull the... what do you call it? The poison tower. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, if I can just go ahead and recall her after she gets this wizard tower, that will be icing on the cake. Wonderful. Now, I don't recall if I actually had the angry jelly. Okay, the angry jelly died, so that's obviously good for me. That means I can just go ahead and start. I was just looking at the bottom, like I'll draw it over here. So I just noticed that the pet has indeed ceased to exist. So that's a good sign for me to go ahead and continue with the rest of my attack over here. I'll drop some cocoa loons. I'm just trying to funnel my king to make sure that these guys do join up to go over here. I can probably also have one wall breaker for my king in case he decides to go on for some reason out over there. But yeah, this is a pretty clean entry, no complaints whatsoever. And oops, I wasted one wizard. That's fine. So yeah, no need to rage up just yet for me. I will drop it way far ahead over here so that I can pop my warden ability like this late into the attack. So that works out superb. Yeah, this should work out very well. Even if I am like getting frozen up over here, I'm just gonna burn one freeze like that. and drop a skeleton spell onto the monolith. Yeah, I still have my king ability as well. Like, there's no chance that this base even defends at this point. So it's just a matter of aggressively raging up my bowlers. Yeah, pop the king ability. His gauntlet should absorb that fire quite well. Yeah, it's just a matter of cleanup, I believe, at this point. So I will try to clean up well behind the carnage that is being left behind by my royal champion. And yeah, I just once again need to be a little careful of when I pop my hog puppet. There's still a lot of trash on the outside of this base that I need to get through. So yeah, I can drop this minion over here probably. Okay, looks like the royal champion will come back. Hopefully I can get rid of these defenses in time so that my royal champion can pop her hog puppet to help clean up with this area on the right side. Yeah, so I think this is looking good. I think we should be fine. All in all, very clean. Yeah, this is an example of an attack where I burnt a rage as well as my queen ability to just get through a lot of value, and more importantly, I was waiting for my angry jelly to die. That's probably very important because you guys noticed like there was no defenses in this area. So if I drop my queen over here while the angry jelly was still active, she might have gone towards the flame flinger's targets, or she would have probably not cleared any of these defenses and gone straight for this area, which would not have created that funnel for the super bowlers. Just those two important details, and I hope this does prove to you guys that you can waste your queen ability, you can use your rage, maybe even like a freeze or two, and you can still absolutely demolish the base because it's just such less resistance left, and more importantly, the funnel is set. There's no defenses waiting for you on this side of the base to really smack you, and that's all your super bowlers need. Like, I had such a nice thin path for the bowlers. Those guys demolished the entire base, no problem whatsoever. Once again, an easy 3-star. Let's move on to the next one. Attack number 4. Let's see what again it is that we're gonna have to do. Looks like a bit of a tougher base this time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Once again, just giving it some thought. Okay, I'm gonna do something very weird on this one. I'm gonna practically sacrifice my flame flinger just to get like this much of value. And I think what I can do is I can probably just go ahead and grab the monolith very quickly with the angry jelly. So hopefully I can get this down in time. If not, I'm gonna have to burn a freeze. Yep, I'm gonna have to burn a freeze, but that's fine. At least I'm not gonna not be burning any rages on this one, so I'm fine with that. And then after that, I think it should be very obvious what I'm trying to do. I'm literally just trying to funnel into this area over here. So hopefully I can get the monolith down. Yeah, nice. The queen has targeted the monolith. I can deal with the clan castle in peace, and there's not really much else for me to do at this point. So those guys will chill in the poison for a little bit, and that's completely fine. Like, the frozen arrow should also now remove this. I can't even talk. I can't even multitask. I'm so sorry. Frozen arrow should remove the clan castle very easily, and I think I can just like, yeah, I can get this enemy king down for free. Why not? I might as well do it. I'll give the king also some time to... Oh, oops. Looks like he misses. I missed the funnel for him. That's a little unfortunate. That's fine though. So, yeah, maybe if I can pull this rage tower as well before recalling the queen, that'll be huge, honestly. So let me just try to push for that. I'm not entirely sure. If the queen burns her ability, that's also okay over here. Yeah, looks like I won't be able to pull the rage tower, but it's fine. Like, I think we can still deal with this. We're in a very strong spot. We can easily jump to the core over here, and looks like I'm just gonna have to sacrifice my royal champion elsewhere on this base. So let's just give one aggressive rage over here, and I'm just trying to delay my warden ability a little bit, like that maybe. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. I still have one more rage in the pocket, but I don't think I'll be able to get this triple, honestly. Like, I didn't get the value from the king to really like push onto the right side of the base over here. Like, if he went and walked in on the base, this would have been completely crushed, like, no doubt about it. But now it's looking a little sketch because I forgot to funnel him in. And yeah, that's just a mistake I made. I will admit it. It's a terrible mistake I did make, and so we're finding ourselves in a position like this. But still, let's just see what we can do over here. I don't have my Spirit Fox as well anymore. So yeah, it's just gonna be a little close, I think. Let's just try our best. Not much I can really do at this point. Hopefully the haste vial and the hog puppet can more or less like deal with whatever is left. There should be some giant bombs to really provide a lot of resistance to my royal champion. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. It's just what it is. So yeah, it's looking pretty close. I think this should be a triple despite of things going wrong. If I had time is what I meant to say. If I had time. So yeah, things can go wrong and you can still get a triple. Like I would have used my RC somewhere else, but I was forced to just send her on the right flank. King was completely wasted sadly, but that's fine. We'll just move on to the next one. Another interesting style of base once again. Over here, it might be a bit easier to abuse the giant, the flame flinger, because I can get 2 X-bows using a recall. I'm just wondering which angle I should probably approach the base from. Okay, I think I've got an idea in mind. Hopefully I can execute it. If not, then unfortunate for me. So I also have to be careful of the angry jelly pathing, right? So I noticed that honestly that like yeah, so if I try to start my queen charge from like this area, because there's no defenses in this area, right? Like the queen would actually go to the edges of the base, which would not work out well for me. So now all I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to be able to flame finger this entire area out. Super duper easy. Not much for me to really do over here. Again, I'm not going to be too concerned if her ability does go over here. I just want to kind of like remove a lot of this base. So yeah, I'll just freeze that up. Okay, looks like I'm not going to be able to go ahead and grab it. So because of the skeleton trap over here. But yeah, I think maybe let's just try. I might have to sacrifice both of my freezes over here, but it's well worth it. If I can get that X-bow down, I'm in a very strong spot over here. So let me just try to push the limits of this queen charge. And okay, that's about all I can really do. Now it's just a matter of joining up over here with the rest of my army very slowly. So I need to also start thinking about the funnel on the other side of the base. So maybe what I can probably do over here is I can sacrifice the Yeti. I can have the king come in over here, put the wizard on the edge. I might have to pop his ability a little early, but that's totally fine. Yeah, over here we're just completely abusing the giant gauntlet. I might lose my queen also over here, very honestly. Let's just see. Yeah, if I lose my queen over here, it's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna like use one more rage, and yeah, now we can come in with the rest of our army. So perfect time. Like even the CC will kind of like keep us at bay over here. Looks like my king did not want to come over here because of the enemy heroes, and yeah, this is fine. Like we can still easily push through. I will give a jump spell like this so that we have some access to the other side of the compartment, and let's just hope for the best. Okay, I can catch all my bowlers like this now. Everybody will jump into this little compartment onto the side hopefully, and yeah, like now those guys have some good access into the core as well. So my frozen arrow should help with the DPS reduction of this area near the town hall. I can give a skeleton spell as well over here just to help reduce the damage a little bit, and that's about it. Maybe I was a little greedy with the queen push, because like I did not anticipate those skeleton traps in that area. So that's a little bit of a misjudgment on my side, and you can see like this is also it's going to be like a time fail. Pretty close, and I think that should have worked out. Maybe what I could have done probably is just queen charge this area. If I had the king just deal with this area, I wouldn't have had to be so greedy in terms of time as well as spell investment. Just a small little detail. And yeah, I just fell victim to the traps on this base. I could have easily pushed my super bowlers through this area on the base. I did not need to do that, and I could have probably even saved on one rage. So yeah, just a small little thing I guess I should have picked up on. That's it. 3 hits left in this one. We've got a popular base as well to begin with over here, so this should be a little interesting. Let me try to think of it once again. Okay, I'm gonna go for something a little risky over here. Hopefully it works out. The gist is basically I'm gonna queen charge like one half of this. I'm gonna try to take advantage of how tiny these compartments are where the walls are. And yeah, I will have to obviously like be careful with my spell usage as well. Also gotta protect those healers. Okay, looks like the queen is gonna walk off to the other side. I'm not really sure. Oh, a witch in the clan castle. That's also new. Okay. Anyways, let me try to see if I can get this funnel down before being forced to like actually recall. Yeah, the moment these ice columns like stop being a pain, I can actually consider the next parts of the attack. So now hopefully my king should start taking that damage. Yeah, queen doesn't have the angry jelly anymore. I'm gonna actually look at this. Like I'm gonna sacrifice my jump spell a little early over here. And I was thinking I could actually go ahead and probably even what do you call it? Will I be able to save her in time? Looks like I will not. Okay. That's fine. I still have the recall. I'm gonna save those healers. I don't want them to go over here. Okay, maybe let's do it like this. Instead of doing it the way I was hoping I could, I'll just do it using siege barracks instead. And now I still have these healers, so I can still kind of work with this, but I think my warden is gonna walk off to the side over here. Maybe. Okay, nice. Barely got that wall break in. I just want another wall break so that I can like push towards the multi-archer tower over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna raise these guys up. I only have one left. So hopefully I can get it down. Yeah, at least I'm just trying to recover it at this point. In case you guys haven't noticed. Yeah. Literally just trying to recover it at this point. Okay. We've got our super pullers in a decent spot, I would say. It's not the best. I think I'm going to be one-starring this one. But yeah, you know what, you just try things sometimes. It doesn't work out. Oh well. Basically, I was just trying to have my queen like charge one side of the base, and then hopefully I could have like the super bowler push coming in directly. Maybe I should have more directly charged it. Like I forgot about the clan castle even existing in that area. I don't know how I completely missed it, but obviously a huge mistake on my part. I might be able to honestly still get this one down. Maybe it's not going to be a 1-star, but you can see like the idea was pretty close to working. It should have honestly worked in like theoretically. Like only thing left is the multi inferno in the core. I was just trying to like queen charge this area and then have my bowlers literally push to this area with a log launcher. So that's why I sacrificed a jump early. So that's the only thing. So maybe what I could have done is instead I could have queen charged over here, had my king deal with the clan castle on the top of the base over here, and then I could have had my bowlers come in from like this side over here with a log launcher, and yeah, royal champion to just finish whatever is really left, honestly. So not bad at all considering how badly things went. I just completely forgot about the clan castle. I don't believe it. But yeah, I'm also trying to learn, and hopefully these mistakes do give you a bit of insight. Like you can still recover to some extent even when things go terribly wrong. So yeah, let's just move on to the next one as well. Second last attack, I'm going to try to stop experimenting and actually give you guys some solid attacks, and this is a perfect base for it. It's going to be the same template that we followed for a little bit, and straight away I'm going to just recall the queen on this area to have a flame flinger open up on this area of the base. That's the start of the attack. You know the rest. We're going to push our bowlers to the core. We'll try to make use of the jump spell to share between the the king as well as my bowler push, and that's it. That's the entire plan. So let's just try to get this on the road. I might even be able to start my flame flinger early. I'm just gonna go ahead and test for some Teslas in the area if there is even a possibility of there being any. So, and yeah, more importantly, I just want to ensure that my flame flinger, my angry jelly wears off. So I need to wait for a little bit of time. I think what I can do over here is pull the poison tower. Yeah, and she should beat on the wall. And this flame flinger is not doing what I was planning for it to do. I should have dropped it later. That's one more lesson for you guys to learn. Hopefully what I can do now is destroy these defenses in the area quick enough for me to really be able to push the flame flinger off to the top of the base over here. That's about it. So yeah, the flame flinger will chill around over here for a bit, but it should eventually get back up. At least that's what I'm hoping. So okay, looks like the king also wants to join up over here, which is not the worst thing in the world. We can definitely work with it. Like I have tried to give the access for the jump spell to go a little bit towards the right side of this base over here. Flame flinger is flame flinger is doing whatever flame flingers do. I have no clue. But yeah, over here the titan has leaked off to the right, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. Yeah, I should be able to pop my warden ability super late as well, which is amazing. And I have all 3 of my rages as well still intact, so I can honestly go ahead and start crushing this. Skeleton spell on the flank to protect the ricochet cannon fire against my royal champion. Flame Flinger is finally doing what it was intended to do, and you guys can tell, even with mistakes, this is also crushed. Yeah. Simply put, it is crushed. So yeah, it's just a cleanup job now. That's all I need to do. I can see some Teslas forming on the borders of the base over here, but nothing that we cannot handle. And looks like I have a titan out here to really help with the cleanup, so I don't need to worry about the timing of the hog puppet. That's about it. I don't need to worry about the timing of the hog puppet, so I can just go ahead, pop the haste while just try to speed things up a little on the royal champions, and that's about it. So even with those mistakes made, if you find this template of bases very often, like recall super bowlers is just amazing, because the defenses are usually located around the corners of the base, and they try to fit storages in these areas so that you can manipulate the root rider pathing a little bit. That's the gist of it. It's really just that much. So yeah, pretty simple. When you find bases like these with those X-bows on the corners, you can easily fit in a flame flinger and just recall your queen out of there after the angry jelly wears off. Yeah, just wait for the angry jelly to wear off. That is all I'm gonna say, and you should be good to go. Let's move on to the last attack, I think, for today. Yeah, I think it's the last one. Final attack, and it's a double invis. Okay. Once again, let me just think a little bit before I do get started on this one. Okay, I think we should be relatively fine over here. I will just have the queen like freely charge this area over here, and I will expect her to just walk along that trajectory I just marked out. I can't stay on that drawing mode for too long, otherwise I can't like place my spells down on the game. And what I'm gonna do over here is I'm thinking I can just dedicate a log launcher to go for the core. Even though it's like a weird angle, it's perfectly fine for me. I will just go ahead and do that, and I might as well drop once again like the baby dragon behind, so that these guys can quickly just get going. And okay, yeah, I can just recall her. Honestly, I don't need to wait too much longer. So I just start with the ice golem, titan, the bowlers, everybody just get right in. And yeah, I hope these guys do end up taking the jump to the core. I think my bowlers are gonna like walk out over here, but you know what, let's just try to work with this. I'll try to pop my king's warden ability, the warden ability for the king. Now he's invincible and he should be able to take out the core all by himself, just like that. It's ridiculous. Wow, the giant gauntlet is OP. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of the base I don't have to worry about now, and I still have 3 rages. The king just went ahead and deleted most of the core for me. I'm not concerned at all. So you can already see this. Do I even need to say anything anymore? This base is completely crushed. The king just went and did everything for me. All I needed to do was trigger those invis towers a little bit ahead of time. That's just all I had to do. Anyways, might as well just try to throw in these wall breakers so we can get access back towards the core. And I'll drop the skeleton spell when the time is right, like when the royal champion is getting ready to kind of like start going towards the single inferno area, I guess, because now she's relatively free and she's just dealing with the clan castle by herself. Okay, might as well just drop it now. It's really not too important. I'm sure you guys can also tell. But yeah, it's one way or the other we get the core down. I was thinking my king would like walk out like this over here, and that would also funnel the bowlers to go into the core using this jump. But I guess one way or the other, something capable of taking the core down just went into the core, and it wouldn't have mattered if the entire bowler push went into the core. We would have deleted the entirety of the core with the help of the super bowler bounces, and our royal champion would have actually come in from over here, the area that the king has, like the area I marked the king out for. So it's really that simple. If you find these convenient corners you can quickly go and recall, you are all good to go. There's not much really else to it. And if you want to recall your queen before you pop her angry jelly, just make sure that there are some defenses in the area you plan to bring her back to, so that she can latch onto those defenses for a while before going back to normal mode. That's the only thing I can really give as a recommendation for you. And honestly, not too bad. We made a few mistakes, and I think more than mistakes, there were 2 time fails, and we made one severe mistake, which was failing to really push our king properly into a compartment. But other than that, not bad at all. So yeah, just that's pretty much the end of the video for me. And if you guys did enjoy, consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It's just a little something to help me. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.